was yours, you were mine, but it's time to...
Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Southern Yankee Beauty. I have my hair thrown back. I don't know if you didn't even brushed it this morning, but if you've been watching my channel, well, first of all, thank you. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a returner, welcome back. So if you've been watching, I did a review on the Natasha Denona Xenon palette, which I love. The shimmers in here are just, there's something else. There's something extra special about them. But a lot of people were like, don't know how to use it, or it's too much of the same color tone family. So if you remember, I said I was going to do a mashup, and the palette I had in mind was another Natasha Denona, so it's fitting. It's the Circoloco palette. So I just want to show you, you want some color, you can pull in those cool tones of the blacks and the grays in with some of these, and I think it's going to be stunning. But what I'm going to do really quickly, because I haven't planned this out, is go ahead and create a look offline on one eye, and then I'm going to do this eye with you together, just so you guys are aware. I made a mess of it, but I am wearing the House Labs Triclone Skin Foundation. So beautiful, so absolutely beautiful. It's just, that's all I have on my skin. I mean, I used a moisturizer prior, but it just gives such a pretty glow, but not too much. It's really, really nice. So, all right, let me get started on my first eye, and I'll be right back and show you how to do the second one. Okay guys, here is the look we are going to create. Let me bring you in and give you a little bit of an up close. I think it came out really beautiful. All right, so let me show you how we did it. First, we actually started with the Circoloco palette. And we're going into this light shade here called Cotton Candy. So going in with Cotton Candy. And this I kind of took all the way up because I wanted it to peek through, and I did find a, I do put a little shimmer up there, so we're going to just put that all the way through. We're actually also going to run this along the bottom. And I do have a little bit that didn't come off here. I'm not overly worried about it because we're going to be putting black back on it. So just get that cotton candy all around your orbital eye. Fun color too. Don't even have to be real precise with it. We're gonna clean it up as we go. Okay, so like right there. All right, so next up I did go into Night Sky, was it Night Sky? Yes, it was Night Sky right here, which is a little bit of a bluey shade. Actually, I stayed with that same color, the same brush, and went into Night Sky just a little. And started blending that up. And then I went into Spotch after and got the whole lid, which is like more of a matte shade, like a creamy matte shade in here. All right, so now we're going into the middle shade Spotch, and we're just putting that all over the lid. And again, blending everything up. This eye I woke up with, by the way, was just super red when I woke up. It's awful. Don't know what's going on with it. Now, we're going to go in with Razzle Dazzle, which is this gorgeous shade right here in the Circoloco palette. And first, I just sort of set it down. So gorgeous. Beautiful raspberry shade. And then I decided, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and wet it. And really get it on there. Like that. And then I took the other side of the same brush. So I just flip the brush over and I'm going into this one here, which is Snowbow. And we're going right in there and we're coming in. This is the pinker shade that's in this palette. I'm gonna marry that right up with Razzle Dazzle. We'll go back in to Razzle Dazzle, flip the brush over, and just get those guys lined up. Flip it again, get the Snowbow shade. Just like that. All right, so I do need a little bit more of that sposh, that center shade, that darker brown or black shade. I'm just popping a little bit more in, and then we're gonna go back in over with Cotton Candy, but this time with Cotton Candy, I'm mixing in just a little bit of down here. This is Joker, so I'm just going like this, like that, because it's just gonna add just a little bit more pink, but I didn't want too much. Okay. And same thing at the bottom down here. Okay, now, I think I need to move the Razzle Dazzle up a little like I did on the other one, because that's a little higher up on the lid. It looks like over here, I came up with it right here. So we're just gonna get that in there. So pretty. Oh, got little crumbs down here. Just like that. Also on the bottom, I took the dark shade and kind of smushed that around on the bottom. Night Sky. Then back in with that the pink shades and just blend it out. Then I take my beauty blender and just sort of clean it, just like that. Okay, we're almost done. I am gonna put the inner corner in this at the end, but we're gonna do the liner and lashes. So I have the Pat McGrath liner for the bottom waterline. And then for the top, Beauty Pie, this is their Deluxe Precision Liquid Liner. And I just kind of went in here and did a light little line right on the lashes, as close as I could. And then just a little flick out here. Which this one needs to be out a little bit more. It's covered up by my eyelash. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the eyelashes on. I used the Patrick Ta mascara to top it off. All right, and then let's finish it off with the inner corner and the highlight. So for that, okay, for that we're using Yev, which is down here. This is a very soft shade too. So we're gonna pop that right in here. A little bit up in there, a little bit down on the bottom, so just so it matches. So pretty. There we go. Maybe pull it down here a little bit. And same thing up here. Kind of got to press it in because it's a softer shade. There we go. Had to get a chunk of it. Blend it in like that. So pretty. So, and then I'm just going to take my blender brush and just sort of blend all that back in. Just like that. And that is our look. What do we think, friends? Quite pretty. What is on my eye here? Who knows? But I like the way it came out. So that is our first sort of mashup look using this. If anything, I think of a little darker here than here. So I am just going to go a little bit more into a raspberry shade. I must have maybe made the underneath darker on that other side. I don't know. Might just be the shadow in the room. Really beautiful though, so happy. So there we go. Using both of these palettes, if you have them, you can create this gorgeous look. And I'm going to finish off my face and do my hair and show you the final look. Hold on. Okay friends, here is the final look. On my cheeks, I did a combo of this really dark shade and this light shade. This was a box set from Pat McGrath. I didn't want to use her highlight though. It's pretty, it's a beautiful highlight, but it's gold. And we have very cool tones in this palette. I found this. This is a glow light by Sorich. I don't even know this brand, but that is the highlight. It's pretty powerful though. I had to like, it's really like thick. So you can see I put it on my skin and it's just very thick. Almost feels like an eyeshadow. So I took it on my finger and I just kind of patted it in like this. You can see, look at how much, I gotta use my other finger now, how much comes out. So I don't know what this little highlight girl's from, but if you have her, she is something. I did not put any on my nose, so we can do that. I hope, what is that? Little ombrage. There we go. There we go. All right, and then on the lips, I used this liner. This is Sormé Treatment Cosmetics. This is a smear-proof liner. I don't know where this came from. This might be from Timo. I really don't know, but the Timo liners didn't work well, but then I just sharpened it and it worked like a dream. And then this is Floss. This is a like a lip balm that I put in the middle to keep the lips moist because the season is drying my skin out really badly. I have no powder on my skin yet. I'm only gonna put a little bit of powder, and I think I'm gonna put the powder on that comes in one of these guys because these powders are so pretty. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the powder that is right here and just kind of go up and get just a little bit of powder, just a little, not in the areas that I need it, that, you know, kind of wear off. This is such a beautiful seamless powder. Also, when I did my blush, I should have maybe showed you because that blush is pretty powerful. And so after I took the blush, it was pretty strong. I took whatever, I didn't put anything else on my beauty blender, but this was my foundation one, and I just kind of tapped it along the edges, which you guys have seen me do a million times. It just gives a much more seamless, beautiful look to the skin. So overall, that's our first mashup using Natasha Denona Xenon palette, and I couldn't be happier. I think it is absolutely stunning. The only thing I think maybe, I'm not sure if it's the light, I'll have to check, but I think maybe I used a little more dark black here than I did on this side, so just be cognizant of that if you're doing it. But overall, I think the look is beautiful, and I have a soft lavender sweater on today. So I'm going to take a few pictures. They'll be at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed our first mashup with this. I told you guys I was going to do it. I want to make good before I forgot. We will do some more, and I actually think that we will continue to use this palette because can you imagine the dark shades and then Xenon with the blue, the blacks that have the blue, and look at, you've got this midnight shade here. You've got all these beautiful blues. You've got these, I mean, I think you could do something amazing with this, and like especially like using this and this. That's what I think I want to do. So I think we're gonna do at least one more look with this palette, and then we'll see if you guys wanna continue seeing mashups with this with other palettes and what you can do with it. Maybe mix it with the Huda Beauty grunge palette, pretty grunge palette. I don't know, because there's a little bit more colors in that one. So let me know what you guys think, and everything will be linked down below for you, and the photos are coming. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thanks for joining me this morning.
I was yours, you were mine.